EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Mason Crosby, the Packers, has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Buccaneers.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, it's Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle made at the 12.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Packers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the
Yeah,
front.
things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
The 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just shy of midfield.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Bucs have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Buccaneers 16, Packers 8. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
26-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll take